welcome to Concord Fire Department's Training Center. My name is Paul Soroyce, and I'm the Fire Marshal for the City of Concord. The reason we are here today is to kick off the 2020 Fire Prevention Week. We at Concord Fire will try to provide you with safety messages throughout the year. This year's safety message from the National Fire Protection Association is Serve Up Fire Safety in the Kitchen. This topic is fitting this year as we all have spent a lot of time at home because of the COVID pandemic. And with the cold weather upon us, more of the cooking will be relocated indoors. The NFPA is focusing on kitchen safety because this is the #1 cause of home fires and home fire injuries. Since the first of the year, Concord Fire has responded to over 20 cooking fires. Nationally, cooking caused an average of 172,000 reported home structure fires per year, which is 49% of all reported home fires in the United States. These fires resulted in an average of 550 civilian deaths, which is 21% of all home fire deaths, and 4,820 civilian injuries, which is 44% of all reported home fire injuries annually. At this time, I would like to introduce Battalion Chief Tom Nault and members of his battalion who will perform some safety demonstrations.
Hi, I'm Battalion Chief Nault with the Concord Fire Department. Today we would like to demonstrate some safety techniques to utilize in the home, well, especially operating around your kitchen stove. Don't try these demonstrations at home. So the first demonstration is going to be assisted by firefighter paramedic Keith Richardson. We'd like to talk about a kids-free safety zone around the stove, which is 3 feet. And the reason for doing this is so that the kids stay out of the area where mom and dad are working, and they allow them plenty of room so that they don't become an obstacle. Keith is now going to demonstrate one of the reasons why we want to keep the kids away. So we'll simulate a boiling pot of water. The child comes over and grabs the handle, pulls it, and that hot water spills over, landing on the child, creating significant injuries. So whenever you utilize the pots and pans, you want to make sure that the handle is always up, out of reach of the child. The other reason for the safety zone is so that if the burners are still hot and a child comes up and tries to reach, we know that children are very inquisitive and they want to know what's going on, what's with mom and dad, what are they doing? They reach up and their little fingertips can make contact with the heating element, creating significant burns to the fingertips. So our next demonstration that we'd like to do around kitchen safety is reminding people to be very cognizant, be very aware of where you put your dish towels, your pot holders, even wooden and plastic utensils. We're going to be assisted by firefighter Beard, currently assigned to Engine 7. First demonstration we're going to do is he's going to be working at the stove and he's going to accidentally place a dish towel on the heating element, and you'll see how quickly it takes for that dish towel to catch on fire. Oh. Okay. So as you can see, it took no time at all for that fire to be ignited on that dish towel. The second demonstration that we'd like to do is by Jared accidentally placing a wooden spoon on a hot element and walking away. So as you can see again, a wooden spoon does not take that long to start the ignition process. The other thing that we want to be extremely cognizant of is when you're cooking around the stove, you always want to make sure that you never have loose articles of clothing. Loose articles of clothing can blow up onto a heating element. If you become unnoticed, can sit on top of a heating element, causing that article of clothing to ignite, potentially creating significant injuries to the individual. So one other thing that we've also seen here in the city is utilizing the top of a stove for storage, and then somebody may accidentally turn a burner on, and subsequently whatever item is left on top of the stove creates a fire. We're going to be putting a pizza box on top of the heating element, and again, you'll see how quickly this box lights on fire. So somebody accidentally left the burner on and the fire ignites. So and then from there it would potentially extend to cabinetry. Our next demonstration that the Concord Fire Department would like to do with the assistance of firefighter O'Donoghue, currently from Engine 5, we'd like to show the proper techniques of extinguishing a grease fire on the stove. The first thing that we're going to show you is what not to do. You never want to extinguish a grease fire utilizing water. What happens when that occurs is you just spread the fire. Jeff, you could demonstrate that? So you would definitely increase the intensity of the fire in more of an opportunity to spread the fire to surrounding cabinetry. The correct way to extinguish a grease fire is to utilize a cover or baking soda. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to cover the pan with its lid, remove the pan from the stove, and shut the burner off. And now we'll just let the pan sit there and cool down. And then at this point, this is when you would notify 911 and have the fire department come and assist to make sure there's complete extinguishment. So the second way of extinguishing a grease fire on your stove is to utilize baking soda. Baking soda can be lightly sprinkled over the fire itself, which will smother the fire and put the fire out. Jeff? And then after he spreads the baking soda on it, he does remove it from the stove and he shuts the heating element down. And at this time, he removes himself from the area, notify the fire department by calling 911 for further assistance to make sure it's completely out. So the next demonstration that we'd like to do is simulating a oven fire. So if you're in your home and you notice that you have a potential fire in your oven, how to make sure that it gets completely extinguished. We're going to be assisted today by firefighter paramedic Davin, who's currently assigned to also Engine 5. So what firefighter Davin's going to do is she's going to notice that she has a fire in the oven. She's going to reshut the door, then make sure that the oven itself is shut down, back away, remove herself from the area, and call 911 for the fire department's assistance to make sure it's completely extinguished.
I hope these safety tips and demonstrations have been helpful to all of you. Please remember to dial 911 when encountering an emergency. I would like to thank all the members assisting with this video. Concord Fire Prevention can be reached through their webpage located on concordnh.gov or at 603-225-8651. Please be safe. Thank you for taking the time to watch and listen to our safety message.